into the hundreds of thousands of bags per day is not their job. Are bags your responsibility?
No, bags are not. Bags are TSA.
What the heck? So I feel like everybody's pointing fingers. Well, that's not our job. That's their job. That's not our job. No, that's the police's job. No, that's not the police's job. That's the TSA's job. No, that's not us. That's what it seemed like when he said that. It's just everybody's just pointing fingers at each other, and nobody's, I guess, trying to figure out the solution. What the heck? All right, what's up, yo? How's everybody doing today? Listen, welcome back to the podcast. We're gonna get right into it. And by the way, does this look legit or does this look legit? Like, I'm looking on the monitor right now, and I'm like, bro, hold on now. This is legit. I wish y'all could see the setup. It looks good, right? And as you can see, this is a we got these done at the Doppel store in LA. So it's me right here, my wife. There you go, wrong hand, and then we got Peanut. There you go, right there. We got Peanut right there. It's like a little Doppel thing that we did. So I was like, let me put that in front of the computer to block out the, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not going to sponsor me, I'm not going to put you up there. It's only fair. Anyways, but yeah, we're going to get right into it. I got an interesting video today that I kind of wanted to react to. I kind of want to watch it in full time and then give it an actual reaction to it, because I thought it was kind of interesting, to be honest with you. It is it's LAX may be drug smuggling gateway of the world. Okay, so I'm gonna play it and we're gonna kind of go from there. Let me see if I can. It's buffering right now. There you go. All right, so we're gonna play it and then we're gonna kind of react in real time. I might put the video up here somewhere. I don't know exactly yet, but I will do that. So let's go.
ABC7 investigates drug trafficking in and out of LAX. Many law enforcement agencies say the airport has become the drug gateway to the world. Welcome back. I'm Mark Brown.
I'm Giovanna Lotta. You're watching Eyewitness News at 5, live on ABC7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. Many law enforcement agencies watch over LAX, so you would think illegal drugs would be easily found and confiscated, but that's not the case.
The truth of what's really happening at LAX is disturbing, and it's something drug traffickers have long figured out. Eyewitness News anchor David Ohm joining us now with this exclusive report.
To be like, every time I think about like drug traffickers and people that be doing criminal stuff, they for sure be watching like what we do as far as like the laws and stuff like that. They probably go deeper into the laws than some of these government politicians. For real. Because they be like, okay, well, where's the loophole at and how can I get away with it? Right? They probably send people through like TSA and things like that to make sure, how can I get through here? Oh, they're not even checking nobody. They're not checking like that. So cool, we gonna do it anyways. Because even if, let's say I send 100 people through and 50 of them get through, it's 50% margin. Drugs in the country, you know what I'm saying? So.
As we head into the busy travel season, we have made a sobering discovery. The next time you head to LAX, you need to know the plan.
A sobering discovery. That was a good one. I feel like news articles, bro, not news stations. Whoever writes this stuff, they be doing puns for sure. They put the puns in there for sure. A sobering experience, and we're talking about drugs. That's nice. I like that.
Be boarding could be laden with illegal drugs. Cartels are freely using the planes that we all ride on to deliver their goods. And in this exclusive report, we ask the question, who is responsible for stopping this? And you'll be shocked with the answer.
This is on YouTube, by the way, if you guys want to watch this, the actual video. I don't know if I'm going to put the video up yet because I'm still new to YouTube. I don't know if you can or can't do that stuff. But, yeah, this is on YouTube if you want to watch it. It's on ABC7, the YouTube channel. It's called LAX, maybe drug smuggling gateway of the world. And you can look that up if you want to.
80 million people travel through here every year. Add to that another 50,000 credentialed workers per day, and you have an enormous, complicated ecosystem. And amidst all this energy is a massive problem that has been building for years, and nobody is talking about it.
If you could imagine your ideal way of working, what would...
Commercials. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to pay for premium. Hold on, skip ad.
Every business.
No, wait. Just, okay, here we go.
Listen to me, folks.
except for a sheriff 2,000 miles away. As a herd of cattle bask in the sun just outside of his office, longtime Polk County, Florida Sheriff Grady Judd delivers a sobering message to big.
If you don't know about Sheriff Grady Judd from Florida, go ahead and look him up. Okay. Hat tip to Grady Judd, because I feel like he's one of those, like, he's just like no bullshit when it comes to crime. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit when it comes to crime. He be catching like mad SA offenders and mad like PDF files, motherfuckers and shit like that. Yeah, just look up Grady Judd. I every time I see Grady Judd, and he's kind of funny too the way he does it. He's on TikTok as well, on social media. And yeah, I would want to live in that county knowing that our community is being protected by a sheriff that actually gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
LA.
Over and over and over on these domestic airlines from LAX, through suitcases, drugs was smuggled here. That's right. Look at this.
Through good police work, Sheriff Judd cracks an enormous drug ring and, in his own special way, illustrates the problem.
On one occasion, on one airline, 6 suitcases with this drug was smuggled into Orlando. They didn't so much as throw a pair of underwear in the suitcase.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. They just put like, it was 1, 2, 3, 6 suitcases of just filled with drugs. No clothes, no nothing. They just put it in there. That's bold, bro. That means they know something that that's bold to just be like, all right, just put the drugs in there. These motherfuckers, they don't care. That's bold.
To act like they were hiding the drugs. You think LAX has got a drug smuggling problem?
This investigation began 4 years ago, and little has changed. What did you learn from this bust?
It's so easy not to be caught. We see drugs pouring out of LAX. The traffickers know this. This was not a one-off event. This was a everyday event during the operation. They use this.
There's probably so many coming in that it's like you can't. I bet you it's impossible to stop all of them, but something's got to be done. That's why this investigation was done.
Everyday event during the operation. They use this multi-billion-dollar travel industry as their go-to to move drugs across this country. We would have to be naive not to think that there's other major smuggling operations going on just like this. And we're one county sheriff doing one investigation, and extrapolate that over the United States.
And we did. Sheriff Judd is right. Our investigation has uncovered drug cases across the U.S. and the globe, all originating out of LAX.
Welcome back to Sunrise. The AFP arrested 3 women who had flown in from Los Angeles, each with them accused of hiding around 10 kilograms of the drug in clothing in their luggage.
Why'd it always be women? Like, why do they use... I wonder why drug smugglers use women like that. There's probably a reason for it. I don't know the answer because I'm not a drug smuggler. But, you know, maybe it's because, like, women are... I don't know for sure, but it was a curious question I had.
According to multiple law enforcement sources, LAX likely is a drug trafficking hub of the world. So this isn't Los Angeles' problem. It's everyone's, including Polk County, Florida. But who's responsible for stopping it? Is TSA really the only entity that's capable of doing the policing?
No, it has to be everyone. TSA has got a monumental task in front of them. They screen thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people, and do a really, really good job. But TSA can't do it all.
Our search authority is very, very narrow. We search for weapons, incendiaries, and explosives, and we want to keep those out of bags and off of planes.
Jason Pantages is the head of the TSA at LAX.
So
At least they're actually... At least, like, you know, when they do these investigations, everybody's always like, well, we have no comment. At least they're actually, like, commenting on this stuff. to try to figure out a solution or whatever. But let's see.
Search for narcotics. As I said, we search for weapons.
How does searching for drugs play into the TSA?
So we don't search for narcotics. As I said, we search for weapons, incendiaries, and explosives.
So that's I didn't know that. TSA doesn't search for drugs. TSA only searches for like weapons and explosives and things like that. And what's the other thing they search for? That's right, water bottles and shit. So that's what this guy's saying. He's like, we don't search for that stuff. We search for these things. We don't look for drugs. So drugs just be getting through however it wants to get through.
Pantages says LAX is the busiest origination and destination airport in the world. They deal with hundreds of thousands of bags and people a day. He said searching for drugs cannot be part of their job.
We don't have the ability to do that because we're not law enforcement officials. We're transportation security officers. We can't search for criminal activity. It's not within what we're able to do with our search authority.
I guess I can see that if they're saying that that's not what they do. This is why I feel like artificial intelligence can come in some kind of way. AI can come in some kind of way. But I mean, I thought they run the stuff through the. I guess maybe the machines are only set up to look for explosives and weapons and things like that, and water bottles, and 4 ounces of lotion. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like AI could come in here some way and figure this out as well.
And that most bags are examined by TSA, but it may not be what you think. There's this screening process we all walk through to get on a plane. Through x-rays, the TSA looks inside our carry-ons. And then there's the bags we check in.
Those bags go through what we call an explosives detection system or an EDS machine. It's not like an x-ray machine at a checkpoint. Officers looking at each individual bag.
That makes sense then, I guess. I didn't really know that. I thought they were looking for everything, but apparently they're not looking for drugs.
There's no human looking inside. If the EDS machine doesn't detect explosives, the bag keeps moving. But there are occasions where the TSA does find drugs.
The first thing we would do is notify law enforcement.
That law enforcement is LAX PD.
Any crimes that are committed on the property, we investigate those crimes. We also, make sure the airport is secure.
LAX PD Chief Cecil Rambo has a long list of responsibilities, from checkpoints to theft to assaults to parking violations, and of course, illegally trafficked drugs. But looking into the hundreds of thousands of bags per day is not their job. Are bags your responsibility?
No, bags are not. Bags are TSA.
What the heck? So I feel like everybody's pointing fingers. Well, that's not our job. That's their job. That's not our job. No, that's the police's job. No, that's not the police's job. That's the TSA's job. No, that's not us. That's what it seemed like when he said that. It's just everybody's just pointing fingers at each other, and nobody's, I guess, trying to figure out the solution. What the heck?
So I have a team of agents who are assigned to LAX.
Matthew Allen is the special agent in charge of the DEA LA. His agents play a significant role in cracking down on drug smugglers at the airport.
And a lot of what they do is investigative, right? A lot of what they do is try to stop the narcotics before they ever actually even make it to LAX.
So part of the dilemma is if they're not going to look at the bags and when it comes to drugs, then who should be doing this?
We all have our roles to play, right? Screening is not the role of DEA.
We all have our roles to play, okay? It's not our job. It's their job. Tell them to do their job. What? I thought it's your job. You're the DEA. That's not our job. That's TSA's job. TSA is like, wait, that's not our job. That's the police's job. I don't. What the hell? That was funny. He did it again. That was too funny. Too funny. Blame game. Everybody shifting blame to the other entity.
As a general rule, if there's a call out for drugs at the airport, my team would not respond. We respond to very specific types of drug incidents at the airport.
David Gates is with the FBI. When it comes to drug,
Now they got the FBI coming. Let's see.
LAX, they respond to only two kinds of crimes. When airport employees try to use their credentials to sneak drugs past checkpoints, or if illegal drugs are found on the cabin of a plane, but only if the doors to the cabin have been shut. If they are
What? If the what? Hold on, let me hear that again.
credentials to sneak drugs past checkpoints, the FBI. When it comes to drugs at LAX, they respond to only two kinds of crimes. When airport employees try to use their credentials to sneak drugs past checkpoints, or if illegal drugs are found on the cabin of a plane, but only if the doors to the cabin have been shut. If they
What? I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't know if this is. It just sounds weird. It sounds like why? It's like why when the doors are closed? Why not when they're open? Why not before they even get on the plane? You know what I'm saying? And you're coming after like the workers, rightfully so. Don't get me wrong; they shouldn't be doing anything with drugs, anyways. But it's like, oh, we're gonna come after those workers, but we're not really gonna come after the people that are actually getting the drugs in. I don't know what the hell's going on.
open, that's LAXPD.
It's complicated. It's complicated because this airport is so complicated.
It sounds complicated. Okay, it sounds mad complicated.
Approximately 40 special agents that reside there on a daily basis.
John Pachuco with Homeland Security, or HSI, says they have an army of agents at LAX helping to crack primarily international drug cases. Much like the DEA, their priority is investigation. They don't search through the masses of bags either.
It seems to be a gray area on who's really in charge of stopping drugs from going through LAX.
I think all the agencies that work there, I think we have a great working relationship. I think one of the main issues is just strictly volume.
You see the problem? Everyone's doing their job and doing it well. But it seems no entity is actually responsible for searching all those bags for drugs.
Yeah, it's like everybody's doing their jobs, but nobody's taking accountability for it. Maybe there needs to be like a department that says, "Hey, we're specifically going to go after bags." Or what if they start like looking through everybody's bags? Like, there's not gonna go through the screening process is open your shit up. We gonna look through your drawers. Would people be okay with that? I don't know. That'd be a little weird. But they gotta figure something out. Let's see. I don't know if I gotta get to the end of this, see if they figure something out.
Even the dogs at the airport, the majority are searching for explosives, not drugs. The cartels figured all this out years ago. And that's why we no longer see little Cessnas delivering drugs to secret airstrips.
We've not seen an airplane, a small airplane, flying to a clandestine strip in decades.
Yeah, they don't need the cartel and stuff. They don't need to fly no planes in. They just know they can get it on the carry-ons and check bags. They know they can do that now. So why would they spend all that money flying planes if they can just like use people and stuff like that? Like, I don't know.
This is how AI.
Give me a second.
The infrastructure's already in place. The drug dealers don't have to create the infrastructure. It's here.
And we want to thank our law enforcement agencies who were willing to face some tough questions. And they.
Yeah, I'll give. Listen, you got to give credit where credit is due. Like, people are asking these tough questions. They're asking tough questions, and they actually sat down and had a conversation about it to like try to figure out the problem. That's. I think I tip my hat to that, at least. Right? You're not running away from the issue. You're like, hey, this is the issue. This is what's going on. Not taking accountability for what you're supposed to be doing, or taking accountability for who needs to be doing that. But at least you're sitting down and like, talking it out.
Too want solutions. It is clearly a problem that demands the attention of government leadership. It has gone on for way too long. And the story's not over. What's happening at LAX is a symptom of an even bigger problem that has to do with Los Angeles itself. So join us for that part of the investigation on Friday. But I think a lot of people make that assumption that your bag is looked at for everything that is contraband, weapons and drugs, but has.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they were looking for everything. I didn't know they weren't looking for drugs. You know, I'm sure the cartel's like, they're not looking for drugs. Send everybody through. Just send them all through. Send all 125,000 people through that have drugs in their bag. Just send them through. At least we'll get in at least 90,000. You know what I'm saying? We're getting at least that many.
Never been the case. Cartels figured that out years ago, and they've been using our airports to distribute their goods.
Have any of the law enforcement folks you've talked to talked about what sort of manpower it would take to begin to undertake the process of searching for drugs?
Yeah, they need resources, a lot of them. They need a lot of dogs. Dogs are one of the best weapons when it comes to sniffing out drugs, but as I said, the vast majority of drugs.
Where's Peanut? I've been trying to tell Peanut to get a job, so I think we're gonna send Peanut to go sniff out these these drug bags. Maybe you can pay some bills around here finally. But I didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, there's a ton of dogs in the shelter, right? Why can't you just, or does it have to be a specific kind of? We'll give you a new perspective on life. Give a dog a new chance, and he can start doing this stuff, you know, instead of just euthanizing all the dogs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out of my cheeks, but I feel like that would be a good solution. You know what I'm saying?
Detecting dogs, not drug detecting dogs. They have a handful. They need a whole lot more. That's one way to start. There's a long way to go.
Yeah, but it seems.
Anyways, yeah, that was just the article, the investigative article they did, and I thought it was pretty interesting because I was like, I didn't know that many drugs were coming in, through LAX, and you know, I know drugs are coming into the country and stuff like that, but how they're getting it around and things like that. So yeah, this is a good investigation. Here's what I think. You got to make it. If you really want to stop the issue, yeah, you can hire more dogs and all that stuff like that. You can find maybe AI can help as well, or get an entity within, you know, LAX to really focus on just drugs and bags and stuff like that. But I feel like you got to make that penalty for the people that get caught. You got to make that penalty stiff. No Diddy. You got to make that penalty stiff, dude. It's got to be something crucial. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying death penalty or nothing like that, but I'm definitely like, come on, man. If you traffic drugs through our country, there's going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting to it's getting to the people in the community. It's getting to kids and things like that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts below. I definitely just wanted to react to that video. I thought it was interesting. I knew this could be a longer video because I had to watch something, but yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. And yeah, I will see y'all next week on episode 4. Let me know if you guys like this, by the way. I might keep that on there. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if it's focused or not, but I think it's kind of cool. All right.